I led with tenacity, perseverance, force, grit. There's another 100 words that would describe it. Love was not one of them.
We're an experiential marketing company that brings imagination to life.
The stuff we do, way different.
We just did 2 monster trucks. I mean, like actual monsters.
The Blue Diamond is a giant drivable almond.
Sol de Janeiro, Live Golf.
Dos Equis. We get a picture, and they're like, hey, this is how we want it, and we got to figure out how to build it.
We just do the coolest stuff.
So Lime started in December of 2005 as Ads in Motion. 30 days later, we were getting sued for taking somebody else's name. Apparently, you can't do that. So we shifted to Lime Truck.
We bought 2 trucks with scrolling billboard ads that came over from China, having no clue what we were gonna do. It was not easy at first.
We were lean, we were mean, and for some odd reason, I prided myself on it.
I would say, have you ever stepped on an ant pile and then watched the ants? That's pretty much how it looked all the time.
We love the grit, we love the grind.
And you've talked to Heath.
He's always been nonstop.
You know, slow to him is like 5 minutes.
I mean, we took a phone call, we needed what we needed in 3 minutes. We were rushing them off and on to the next one just because there was that much more to do. Everyone knew if Heath got on an airplane and traveled, just prepare your inbox because he had 2 free hours of just airtime.
If I was always rushing and trying to build more, make more, it was this whole idea of just striving, grinding, hustle. You know, I'd take 5 a.m. flights, I'd get home at 1 in the morning, I'd never sleep.
Really putting results over people.
But I saw our profit kept just going like this, and we were giving more and more away. More of our time, more of our resources, more of everything.
We had no ways to just provide peace for our own self. We were just going at 100 miles an hour.
We were growing so much so fast, we were imploding everybody and everything around us.
We all knew, like, where we were, we had to change. We had done everything we could do, and there's just so much bandwidth.
I was losing it. You can't write a check for peace. You can't write a check for freedom. You can't write a check for an intentional father. You can't manufacture it. I had this concept of being a kingdom company, which I'd never heard of, but sounded good. That meant we used our profits for nonprofits. It meant we wrote checks and we wrote them sacrificially. My whole paradigm of a kingdom company has really gotten blown up. I got Beaton Bow Home saying, hey, some of you kingdom companies are check writing companies. Is that you? Yeah, that's me. I wanted to stick both hands up with just such pride and excitement. But he was not meaning that in a very positive light. But what he was saying is that, like, hey, the marketplace is your ministry. So practically on a 1 to 10, it looked like a 100 of change. You think it is kumbaya-ish. It isn't. It's operating with another level of excellence. It's more accountability. It's dealing with the hard thing and do it in love. I'm a tornado. Like, man, I just see it, move it, and mow over it. How does love fit into that? Well, it doesn't, quite frankly. So it all started with me. I was the bottleneck. The team would only elevate as high as I elevated. It's pretty sobering. First step for love for me was time. Just slowing down. But God just grew me up. He gave me what I need when I needed it, but I have to slow down. I can't solve everybody's problem.
I know for a fact making our business a kingdom-minded business, when that decision was made, there was definitely a different level of love that came over him. When you have decided you're going to show others the love of Jesus, that's a real different type of love.
of our fabricators, he really wasn't producing well, had a bad attitude.
Just didn't care to have relationships with people or talk to people. I was used to the oil field, and people don't care about you in that.
His baby, as a month old, died tragically, and I really didn't know what our role was in that.
His team came up and said, hey, we're going to collect some money to give him.
Fabricators started giving days up, so he ends up getting a whole month of time off. So then I decide I'm going to go to the funeral and really feel like I'm the only one going. Never even asked if anybody else was going. And I get there early and I'm sitting in the back, and then here they come, one by one, all wearing green camo Lime Media hoodies, walking in. And then people from the office came in. Had to be most of the company.
It was a horrible day for me, but to know the owner of my company and all the employees came in there and, supported me.
It was one of the single biggest outpourings of love that I've seen in my lifetime. He eventually came back, and the dude just morphed into a different human.
I felt like I wanted to try harder, keep bettering myself.
And he became friendly and encouraging and would smile and laugh. And he eventually worked himself up to be a team lead. Now he's one of the strongest teams we have in the entire organization.
I feel like I have more of a family at Lime than I do with some of my own blood.
When you lift others up, they're going to succeed.
It's one thing for a company to aspire to something. It's total another for a company to do something about it.
To just show them hey, here's what this love thing looks like. And then, oh, by the way, it applies to you.
I got really good at compartmentalizing my faith and my work, and I found myself struggling with that once I started at Lime because I kept hearing Heath's voice in the back of my head, and I just need you to love my people. I need you to love them well.
The culture at Lime it's love.
Our purpose is clear. I mean, we want our employees to be the best people they can be. We want them to be the best employees, but they will be if they're the best person they can be, if they're the best father, the best spouse, the best brother.
When I got hired on, my wife and I had dinner with Heath and Jen. He looked at my wife and I and said, hey, I don't care if Richard's here for 3 months, 3 years, or 30 years. If he's not a better man by the time he leaves here, I didn't do my job. If I left today, his word would be true.
Having this background of business strategy and all of these things is when you wrap that in kingdom principles, you really get to see really what only God can do.
I wake up some days, I'm like, man, I get to steward a company that God just touches.
When I think about the employees and my team that I've been able to embrace and just love on, I know that they've been changed, but I know that it's changed me.
It's in everything you do. I mean, if it's toxic, you're toxic. But if you're spreading love, you're filled with love.
As I look back, my whole life was this expression of love. How had I missed it all this time? I know what it looks like now. I know what it feels like. And it just starts with leaders. Leaders got to go first. Without love, nothing else matters.